Hey everyone, so this is going to be our June wrap-up video, all the books that we read in June.
Okay, so the first book I read in June was Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. And I really liked this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was fun. I liked all the references that were made to other books and technology and like Google. So it was a really good book, and I recommend it to anybody.
The first book that I read in June was Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was really interesting, and I would recommend it as well.
The next book I had read was The Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick. And I liked this book. I thought the book was way better than the movie, actually.
The next book I read was also Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. I actually liked the movie better than the book because I love Jennifer Lawrence. It was quite a bit different from the movie, but I did read this first. So, usually I never enjoy the movie more than the book, but for this one...
The only reason you liked it more is because Jennifer Lawrence.
No, I actually like some parts of the storyline better than the movie.
I read Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews, and I did not like this book at all. I thought it was going to be like really awesome because everyone on YouTube is like saying really good things about it, but I thought it just tried too hard to be funny, and the jokes were just the same thing over and over again, and I don't know. I didn't like it at all, so you shouldn't read it.
Well, if you want to give it a shot, you should read it. Okay, the next book I read was Secrets of the Tudor Court, The Pleasure Palace by Kate Emerson. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. I haven't read a historical fiction in a book in a long time, so it was kind of nice to get back into that. And I did enjoy this, but I found some parts were kind of slow, but towards the end it picked up and I just wanted to finish it.
The next book I had read is The Wind-Up Chronicle by Haruki Murakami. I did like it, but I don't know. I just didn't really get the point of it. Maybe it was like too deep for me or something. It was good, like I liked the writing, but after a while I just got kind of bored because it is such a big book. I feel like I want to try some of his other books as well, just to see how those go, and then maybe I'll like them better.
The fourth book I read in June was The Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars as well. I thought the beginning where she was with her family in her town was really good, but the second half of the book was really slow and I didn't find it interesting, and the ending was very vague, so I just didn't like how it ended either.
I read The Restaurant at the End of the Universe by Douglas Adams, and I gave this one 3 out of 5 stars as well, like I did with the first book in the series. I did like it, but again, there were some parts that I just kind of felt really bored, like when they're at the actual restaurant from the title. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of dull at points, but it is funny, so I recommend it to like anyone who wants a quick read.
The next book I read in June was Gathering Blue by Loris Lowry. This is the second or third time I've read this. It was good, but I didn't enjoy it as much as The Giver. I read The Giver earlier this year, so I gave this a 3 out of 5, whereas I gave The Giver 4 out of 5. I just enjoyed the world that Jonas, the main character of The Giver, lived in better than this world, but I would be interested in reading the rest of the quartet.
Then I read Coraline by Neil Gaiman, and I really liked this book. I want to watch the movie as well. I've seen it when it first came out, but I want to watch it again to kind of compare them. But the book was awesome. It was creepy, it was really fast paced, and I finished it like really quickly. It's only like 100-something pages, I believe. So I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and now I think it's one of my favorites because I think it's one of my favorites because I really did enjoy it.
Okay, the next book I read was The Mockingbirds by Daisy Whitney. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked the beginning once again, and I really liked the ending. The middle was a little bit slower, but I still enjoyed the storyline, and I am planning on picking up the second book in this series, The Rivals.
Yeah, I then reread Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I loved it, of course, it's Harry Potter, but I never have actually read the whole series. I've only read the first 4, I believe, so I want to do that, but it's kind of scary because there's a lot of books. I'm not very good at reading long series, but we'll see. I did like it though, 5 out of 5 stars.
I read Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I think I liked the movie better again. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for a younger novel. I mean, I like his writing, but I'd be more interested in trying one of his adult books.
Yeah, I thought it was better than his other middle grade book, The Graveyard Book. I don't know. I thought it was awesome. And then the final book I read in June was The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde. And I did enjoy this. It was fun. I don't know, it's pretty much what it was. It was fun. By the end, it kind of took me longer to finish it. I just think I was getting overwhelmed with like all the books I'd been reading and like that whole 30-day challenge thing, which we can talk about later. But I gave it 4 to 5 stars, and I probably will continue with this series. So
the final book that I read in June is Possessed by Gretchen McNeil. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. Once again, it was just like, it took me a really long time to finish it, longer than I would have thought. The beginning was really good, but towards the end I kind of guessed what was going to happen, so it kind of took away from the story for me. So.
We're not going to do a TBR for July just because we don't really know for sure what we want to read. Like, I don't know what I'm in the mood to read for the next month. So we're just going to show you what we're reading currently. Right now I'm reading The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. I'm really liking it so far. I'm about a little over halfway through and I enjoy it. I'll probably continue with the series later on.
So far in July, I've read one book already, A Midsummer's Nightmare by Cody Keplinger, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 because I still enjoyed her first book, The Duff, better. But the second book in July I've been reading is The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. I'm on page 66, and I like it so far. I'm kind of reading it slower though, so I have to get more into it today, hopefully.
Okay, and we just want to do a little quick note about the 30-day book challenge because it's a fail. So anyways, the book challenge didn't really work out because the first few days, or the first week or so, I'd say, I was doing really well, like keeping up. Well, really well, I don't know about that. But after a while, it was just like too much, especially with working, and I don't get how people can do it, like honestly.
Yeah, like with work, we work 32 hours a week usually. Sometimes we only work 25 hours a week, but usually 32. And we do a lot of night shifts, and that's when I would read the most at night. So when I get home from work around 10 and 10:30, I'm pretty tired, and I just want to like go on my phone and watch videos. So
yeah, what I realized about the challenges, at least for me, especially with the 30 days, like it just started to stress me out, and then reading wasn't as fun anymore because I was just like, oh, I need to read this many pages, and then I'd just be like speed reading kind of.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's a good idea. But for like me especially, I can't
maybe
do
like
it.
A week challenge.
Yeah, like maybe one of those like booktube-thons or whatever the heck is going on. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like for me, like the first week I did pretty well. It's just when I worked, I got really, really behind. Basically, for me, I just think it's work. Just when I'm done work, I don't feel like doing anything. Not reading, not anything. So, not even watching TV. So,
so that was our June wrap-up and a little book challenge update, which is just kind of over with now, I think, for us.
But it did help me read more because I usually read when I'm in school 4 books, and last couple months I read 6 books, but this month I've read 8 books. So it did help me read more, so I'm glad about that.
We'll try to upload more videos, like whenever we don't work, we'll try to upload a video because it's been like 2 weeks since our last one, so it's kind of sucky. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and then, oh no, I was gonna say something.
Okay.
So hope you enjoyed this video, and like I want to try doing book reviews. If you guys have any, like want to see any reviews from any of the books we read, maybe we can film some of those. So if you have any, like leave it in the comments, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Have a great day.
See ya.